Yeah, he starts on defense. He's a nose guard. Oh, Paulie. 61 is their best tackler. What's up? Yeah, they always do that. Usually, they must not have got them ordered in this year. Usually they have matching shirts. But they don't have those this year. In years past, they've had matching shirts with their jersey numbers on the back. But yeah, no, they never wear their pads for warm-ups. It's a college thing that Floyd picked up in college. Because he was a big-time defensive coordinator before he teamed at Spirit Lake. He was at Northwestern as a defensive coordinator before he teamed at Spirit Lake. What's up? Hell no, they're not. What's up? Oh, don't look at those rankings. Look at the, I vote in Radio Iowa ones. Look at those ones. Those are ones more accurate. Yeah, Des Moines Register has us 6 and them 5, which is way high for both teams. Oh, here comes the...
More about that later on. Hello, everybody, and welcome inside the press box here at Forest City High School. And as we get set for Indian football once again, and it is exciting exciting to be excited about Forest City football. I mean, come on. We're excited about Forest City football, and I couldn't be more excited to talk all about it with you this evening. We're going to talk more about it a little bit later on as we get set for Forest City and Spirit Lake coming your way after a little bit at the bottom of the hour. 7:30 is when we are slated for kickoff this evening. I'll be joined a little bit later on in the booth this evening by former Forest City quarterback Tanner Thompson. He'll be on the call with me today. He'll join me here in the booth after a little while, talk a little Forest City football, and we'll be on the call doing the color commentary this evening. So we're glad to have him back in the booth with us. We had him for a game a year ago. It's fun to have Tanner back with us this evening. Forest City, a rout of Lake Mills in week 1, 43-6. If you haven't seen that game, tomorrow, before the Hawkeyes, before the Cyclones, before the Panthers, whoever your favorite team is, before you watch them play tomorrow, go back and rewatch that, or maybe later on, but not too late. Make sure you're watching the Waldorf Warriors by 6 p.m. We'll talk more about that throughout our broadcast as well. But go back and watch that game. How exciting is it for a city football team exploding for more than 40 points the first time since 2019? Very exciting. We're going to talk a little bit more later on for a city football. First, we're going to head to Des Moines. Todd Kim inside the Radio Iowa studios has the Radio Iowa Scouting Report live from Des Moines. We'll come back. We'll talk more Forest City football here from Forest City High School. When we come back, you're listening to the Kickoff Show, brought to you by our good friends at Kingland Construction Service. We'll be back momentarily. You're listening to Forest City Indian football on KIOW.
From Radio Iowa Sports, this is the Scouting Report, an in-depth look at this week's prep and college games. Now from our studios in Des Moines, Todd Kim.
A new season begins with high expectations as the Cyclones host UNI. The Hawkeyes have a Big Ten opener at home against number 17 Indiana. And week 2 of the high school season features some early district showdowns in Class A. That and more on the Scouting Report.
Hello, this is Lex Sweeble, a registered nurse at Hancock County Memorial Hospital. The average wait for an emergency treatment nationwide is about 2 hours. When you come to Hancock County Memorial Hospital's emergency room, you can expect to be evaluated within 15 minutes of your arrival. When you have an emergency, Hancock County Memorial's ER is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, ready to provide you with the...
Starter Will McIlvain has been competing with Michigan State transfer Theo Day, and Farley says there are no plans to rotate quarterbacks on Saturday.
The starter needs to play and play well. Be like a linebacker, you better play well. And you're going to live through some errors, but you can't make critical errors. It's yours for the first particular football game, and like any position, production matters, and probably more so at that position than any other.
Kickoff in Jack Trice Stadium is 3:30. It'll be carried by ESPN+. Iowa coach Kirk Ferentz says his team will find out where it stands right away. The 18th ranked Hawkeyes open at home against number 17 Indiana.
Yeah, and we all knew this, back in January that we were playing a good football team to open up the season. So I don't, you hope guys work with urgency regardless of who you're playing or what you're doing. But I think the reality is we all realize there's not a lot of wiggle room this week. We've known that, starting spring practice back at the end of March.
After having last season cut short by an ACL injury, Michael Penix returns to direct a potent Hoosier passing attack that will test a veteran Hawkeye secondary. Senior corner Riley Moss.
Really eliminating the big plays, because that's really what hurts the defense and ultimately hurts our team. So if we minimize those deep plays and those big plays, we should have a positive outcome.
Kickoff in Kinnick Stadium is 2:30. The game will be televised by the Big Ten Network. Morningside coach Steve Ryan says each week will be like preparing for a familiar foe. With so many players returning for an extra year because of COVID, there are few surprises as the Mustangs get ready for Saturday night's opener at home against Concordia of Nebraska.
It's almost like it's Groundhog Day. You look at everyone's roster, and it's just like, that's the same team they had last year. We got to get ready to go. So I think there's some fewer question marks. I imagine we're going to see all the same quarterbacks, and in this league, I mean, with one or two exceptions, the same coaching staff's back.
Last night, Drake opened at home with a 45-3 win over West Virginia Wesleyan, and Upper Iowa lost to Minnesota Duluth 41-14. Up next, high school football on the Scouting Report.
Who is a Beck's player with heart?
Growing up on the farm, you know, you got to get stuff done. I have to get the job done there.
I love the team effort in football. It really couldn't be done by just a few people. You need every single person.
Beck's is recognizing student athletes that are not just a star on the playing field, but a player that shows heart in school and in the ag industry. Nominate a player today. Go to brownfieldagnews.com and search Player with Heart. Beck's, we are and will remain farmers at heart.
Farmers at heart. At Beck's, that's who we are. For over 100 years, the Beck family has lived and farmed in central Indiana. Today, we're proud to serve a dedicated community of farmers in Iowa. To us, helping farmers succeed means so much more than just being a great seed supplier. Our family of employees and dealers are committed to helping farmers seek new challenges, push boundaries, and innovate in an ever-changing industry. That's what makes Beck's different. We love what we do. We are and will remain farmers at heart.
The Scouting Report from Radio Iowa Sports.
It's only the second week of the high school season, but already there are some big district matchups in Class A. That includes a District 2 showdown as third-ranked West Hancock visits number 4 Mason City Newman. Zarin Eggesdahl has a preview.
While most teams are getting set for their second non-district game of the year, Class A number 3 West Hancock and number 4 Newman Catholic are set to do battle in what could be the biggest football game of the regular season for both teams. Rich McCardle is the head coach of the Newman Catholic Knights.
Well, the district implications are the one thing with the way things are set up this year. I mean, obviously, everyone's goal starting out the season is to win the district, and we're hopefully going to be in that mix. Right now, with playing a team as strong as West Hancock, we're really looking to be competitive and see where we're at so far this season.
West Hancock got a victory over their rival Garner Hayfield Ventura in week number 1. One of the most veteran parts of the Eagles team is their secondary, and West Hancock head football coach Mark Sanger says he's excited that Newman Catholic will want to throw the football against them.
They like to throw the ball around a little bit. Pretty balanced offense, but definitely a quarterback that they can flip it around all over the field. And, you know, I think our guys will be excited. It's one of those games. It's almost like a chess match, almost like a challenge to some of our defensive backs and linebackers.
The district can't be won here in week 2, but the winner of tonight's game will definitely be in the driver's seat in Class A District 2. For the Radio Iowa Scouting Report, I'm Zarin Eggesdahl.
District 8, second-ranked Logan Magnolia's on the road at fifth-ranked Woodbury Central. District 7, number 8, Riverside of Oakland visits ninth-ranked Council Bluffs St. Albert. St. Albert coach Jake Driver says tackling will be a key for the Falcons against a balanced Riverside offense.
We're not the biggest team ever, but we rely on gang tackling, and so this is even more important when you get in games like this to tackle an open space, slow a guy down, to allow our gang tackling to really help out. So yeah, that's always important in any sort of large game, is our ability to tackle in space and gang tackle.
Class A top-ranked Grundy Center has a non-district game as the Spartans renew their Grundy County rivalry against 8th-ranked Dike New Hartford. Dike New Hartford moved into the rankings after a Week 1 win over Waterloo Columbus.
I think our guys will be up for a challenge here, but it's going to be a real slugfest, I think. We're going to have to make sure that we spend a great week in preparation.
That's Dike New Hartford coach Don Betts. Also in 1A, top-ranked Van Meter is at 2A, 9th-ranked Williamsburg, while 2nd-ranked West Sioux is at home against 3A, 8th-ranked Sioux Center. 8th-player tonight, it's top-ranked Montezuma at Grandview Christian, while 2nd-ranked Caminita is at home against Woodbine. This season, Beck's is recognizing student-athletes that are not just a star on the playing field, but a player that shows heart in school, at work, through the community, and the ag industry. For Grundy Center's Patrick Brown, the earliest memories involve baling hay and working with sheep. He's been in the show ring for several years and is also involved in a sheep youth mentoring program where he teaches kids about the show ring and says the key is patience.
Animals obviously don't think like us, so you have to kind of really be understanding and think that you got to kind of dumb it down and just think all right, so we're doing something that they've never done before, you really have to just be patient and work with them and get them used to that.
For Pleasantville's Jonas Schumacher, farming is a family tradition. Both of his grandpas are involved in farming operations. He's a four-sport athlete and also part of a local shooting team while taking part in band and jazz band. Jonah credits his parents for teaching the value of hard work and time management.
All the teachers and coaches work really well together to, if there's an FFA event in football practice, it just happened this past week actually. It worked that I could go to both and help in both aspects. So I guess, I learned it from my parents, but then just support around me also kind of allows, and they all work together well.
Dane Polich from Woodward Granger is a three-sport athlete and has been a regular in the show ring since 4th grade.
6th through 8th grade, I did show, and then I picked it back up going into my sophomore year, and we had some issues this year, so I wasn't able to show, but I'll be showing next year as well.
Matthew Kohlbaum from MMCRU is heavily involved in FFA and 4-H and helped start a kids and pigs program.
Trying to get people that are interested in showing pigs, but they don't have maybe financially, or they don't live out in the country to be able to show a pig. So basically they just kind of wanting to get more people showing pigs, so we have them go through a class, and I teach them how to show a pig in the ring, take care of it one day, and then they're showing a pig at the fair.
Beck's Players with Heart. The rest of Week 2 is next on the Scouting Report.
This is Dawn Heatland, physical therapist at Hancock County Health System. Are you looking for a way to rehabilitate that nagging injury? Or maybe you need to reteach your body and mind to do the things you used to do with ease. Hancock County Health System physical, occupational, and speech therapy programs are here for you. For high school athletes to retirees, HCHS will guide you in minimizing your pain and maximizing your mobility. Hancock County Health System, your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
The Scouting Report from Radio Iowa Sports.
Rateds collide in 2A as 7th-ranked Esterville Lincoln Central hosts top-ranked West Lyon. Dave Van Rukel has a preview.
The Wildcats opened the season with a 28-0 win over Hull Western Christian, while Esterville Lincoln Central rolled over Storm Lake 34-0. Esterville Lincoln Central head coach Ryan Rezac says it's no surprise what the Wildcats want to do.
They like to run the football. That's been their MO for many years. They're going to sit in double tights, and they're going to try to get going with the run game, and they're going to play solid defense back behind that. We're looking forward to that challenge that they present.
For the Radio Iowa Scouting Report, I'm Dave Van Rukel, KILR, Esterville.
2A 5th-ranked and defending champ Waukon faces another tough non-district contest with a visit to 4A number 3 Decorah. Darren Swenson reports.
Decorah defeated Crestwood in week number 1, 41-14, and Waverly Shellrock knocked off Waukon 45-6. Viking coach Pat Truan says they're expecting a better performance out of the Indians this week.
They're full of pride. I mean, you're state champs, and you've won all the games that they've won. They're going to come back and fight as much as they can.
Indian coach Chad Bierman says there's not a lot of weaknesses on the Viking squad.
Decorah's always well coached. Their kids know where to be, and they play good defense, which, if you're not in the right places, you can't play good defense.
I'm Darren Swenson for the Scouting Report.
Class 3A top-ranked West Delaware's at home against 4A number 2 Cedar Rapids Xavier. A familiar name has taken over at Denison Schleswig. J.J. Johnson explains.
Former Iowa State player and new head coach for the Denison Schleswig Monarchs, Kamari Cotton-Moya, or as the kids call him now, Coach K, started his coaching career off with the victory.
I knew I was somewhere special when, before we ran out the locker room, I was a little nervous. And it felt like I was playing, even though I wasn't strapping the pads up. It felt the same exact, so I knew I was in a special place.
And this week they'll go up against Class 5A, 1-0, Council Bluffs, Abraham Lincoln, and the Lynx head coach, John Wolf, mentioned what it takes to win football games.
I think it doesn't really change. Football is football, and if you want to win football games, it's about taking care of the football, limiting explosive plays, and then really having a few of your own.
Reporting for the Radio Iowa Scouting Report, I'm J.J. Johnson from KDSN.
In Class 5A, top-ranked Southeast Polk is at home against number 5 West Des Moines Valley. That's all for the Scouting Report. For Radio Iowa Sports, I'm Todd Kiel.
The Kingland Construction Kickoff Show continues from the field next.
The Shooters Dining Room is now open. Shooters will continue to have their drive-thru window open as well. Check them out on Highway 69 North in Forest City or call ahead at 641-585-5000. That's 641-585-5000. Shooters in Forest City. Dining room and drive-thru now open.
Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and also carry car batteries and windshield wipers. Located on Highway 69 just south of Forest City, it's Custom Paint and Collision, your body shop.
Hy-Vee is a proud supporter of Forest City High School athletics. The Hy-Vee Pharmacy is built for you. Have your prescriptions automatically filled ahead of time and ready when you are. You will receive a call when your order is ready. No more waiting for the pharmacy. Your prescription will be waiting for you. Hy-Vee Pharmacy is open Monday through Saturday in Forest City.
Now, once again, here's the voice of the Indians, Zarin Egesdahl.
Back to Forest City High School. It's the Indians and the Indians. The Indians of Spear Lake, the Indians of Forest City getting set to do battle in just a few minutes, 15 to 20 minutes to be exact. And we bring in now, joining us before they kick things off, Forest City head football coach Chad Moore. Coach, your ranked football team, how does that sound?
It's nice. It's nice to get that recognition and gain a little bit of that respect. But we visited about it. We all know rankings only really matter at the end. So it's nice to get that recognition. It feels good, but we still know we got to earn that, and we want to be there at the end and not at the beginning. So it's exciting. It's good. It's a good reflection of the work the kids have put in, and hopefully, we can continue down that path.
This could be the biggest game in this series since this series first started. Now, a lot of people bring that up all the time. How did Forest City and Spear Lake start playing and play so often? Well, I know you and Coach Bloyd are really good friends, but this matchup started in 2012 when both were really good football teams. Forest City was ranked 7th. Spirit Lake was ranked 4th. Spirit Lake would later go on to beat Forest City here on our home turf and then go on and win a state championship. That's kind of where this started, and we've played ever since. That might be the biggest football game until now, but this could be the biggest football game in this series. First of all, Coach, how do you win this game tonight?
Very traditional Spirit Lake football team, well coached, very fundamentally sound, very aggressive. They're a solid football team, and they're ranked in some of the polls too, depending on what polls you look at. They had a great win last week against Spencer, which is a big rivalry for them. So they're going to come in riding high on that big win and feeling good about themselves. They were really aggressive, so we're going to see a very aggressive defense, a good kicking game, a ton of speed on the outside. They've got two really big receivers that are 6'2" to 6'4", and both of them state track participants. I believe one of them was a placer. Good speed outside. They always have that. They always have that threat of the deep ball, and then stay pretty multiple on offense. They mix and match their pass game with their run game really nicely, and run some similar stuff that we do. So it does look familiar. Just going to have to deal with their speed and their aggressiveness, and like we talked to kids. Field position's huge. They usually tend to feed off of that. They like to use that kicking game to pin you deep and then tee off on you on defense and then play a short field offensively and then try and get up on you. And so we need to manage that early. I think that'll be a big key for us if we can manage that field position and not, give them short fields to work with, make them have to grind it a little bit. So that's kind of what we're hoping to do, and if we can do that, I think we can compete with them.
A surprise to us, probably not a surprise to you. Obviously, as the coach, you knew what your offense was bringing back, but definitely you were a team coming into this year that felt like you were going to really have to lean on your defense to keep you in games and hope your offense came around. And Coach, 43 points in the first game. Your offense came around. Guys up front blocked really well. You had hard runners. I mean, Jack Thompson took the first play from scrimmage and went 55 yards for a touchdown. Your offense was clicking again, probably not a surprise to you, but very nice to see from an outside observer looking in. Is there anything new we're going to see from the Forest City Indians? Is there anything new we're going to see out of the Forest City Indians this evening?
We stayed very vanilla on Friday. We didn't go into the bag too deep. Formation-wise, with our play selection, we stayed pretty vanilla and pretty basic there. And so we want to advance that a little bit. That's kind of our philosophy here. We want to try and get better each and every week. And again, with the way the playoff and the district systems are set up, we're able to grow. It's not a life or death situation like it used to be. Like, you lose one game and you're probably going to be out of the postseason picture. It's not like that. We're kind of like the rest of the sports now, where potentially we get a second chance and we get our chance to be in the postseason. So it's phenomenal as a football coach that grew up in that system many, many years, to be able to have the luxury to grow your kids each and every week. And that's really what we focused on, was us and trying to make improvements. I already mentioned that in our run game, some of our play action stuff defensively. I really felt we rallied to the football. Awesome. We want to continue that. We keep track of the percent of tackles that we made. Our percentage is really high, so we want to continue to meet that expectation consistently and, match their speed. We definitely have emphasized not trying to give up the big play to them and try and get it into we really want to grind with them a little bit and see where we can do. And so we're just, those little details are the things that we really put focus on and trying to improve this week. And, the old saying goes that most football teams make their most growth and their most improvements between week 1 and week 2. And like I've emphasized to our guys, that improvement won't necessarily reflect on a scoreboard. It's going to reflect on film, and it's going to reflect on how we do and how we manage things and what it looks like. And I felt like, we were fortunate last week, the little details. We put the ball on the ground a lot. We either didn't lose it or it was right at the end of play, and they considered it down. But, we felt like there were 6 balls on the ground that's just not acceptable, and we got to improve on that, even those little details at the end. And most of them say, well, it was after the whistle, but the bottom line was it was too close to call. And we just don't want to deal with that, and we don't want to get into turnovers. We always want to be positive. That's one of our defensive goals, and we met that last week, and we want to stay there. So those are the things that we've been really looking at this week.
Sometimes you look at a video and you say to yourself, oof, glad there's no replay in high school football, right, Coach?
Yeah, we don't need that. We got enough issues as it is. We don't need that.
Exactly. Coach, we're going to wrap up here shortly, but first, any injuries from week 1? I know we had a lot of cramps, stretching a lot of guys out. That's what's going to happen when it's hot in August. Any injuries we need to be worried about tonight?
No, actually, we came out of that pretty healthy. We did have some cramping. That was a little different situation where you're playing in the daylight on the heat of that turf, and that's that's something that we're used to. But as people can see, we don't have a ton of numbers, and our depth isn't really, we don't have a ton of depth there. The guys we got are what we got, and it's straight Ironman football for Forest City this year. And guys did a great job. They emptied the tank like we asked them to. And, that came around with the cramps and this and that, but pretty healthy for the most part. We're going to be down a couple linemen that are ill, and they're not going to be with us here for a while, but so we're going to be struggling with a little depth there, but otherwise we're pretty good.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you taking a few minutes as we get set for Forest City and Spirit Lake coming up in just a couple of minutes. We're about to kick things off. We'll let Coach get back to preparing for tonight's game, but we are excited about Forest City football. Anytime you can be excited about Forest City football, it's a great day to be alive. Right, Coach? Thanks so much for joining us.
Yes, sir. All right, thanks. We appreciate it.
We'll be back in 1 minute, starting lineups and kickoff. Forest City and Spirit Lake. We've been waiting all day. It's time to kick it off. We're back in a minute.
Grow Electric in Lake Mills is proud to support area athletics and proud to serve our new and returning customers. To get started on any electrical project, big or small, call 641-592-8282. Good luck, athletes, from Grow Electric in Lake Mills.
The County Line C team of Chuck Rubish, Jake Young, and myself, Matt Keel, are your premier and local DeKalb, Asgrow, Agrigold, and NK dealer in Forest City. With a combined over 30 years of seed experience, we're setting a new trend in agriculture at County Line. Call today at 641-581-3300 or visit us off the Airport Blacktop in Forest City.
Malin Egg Service of Forest City is a proud supporter of Forest City High School.
John, go
athletics.
after this.
Nate Malin is with you from the word go. From planting to harvest, you can count on Nate. Contact him today in Forest City at 641-860-1712. Nate will help you put the right seed on your acres. 641-860-1712.
Now again, here's Zarin Egesdal.
Tonight, Tanner Thompson, as we mentioned earlier in the pregame show, joining us. Tanner, how are you?
I am good. How are you, Zarin?
I'm doing pretty good. Let's start at starting lineups as the mock coin toss is underway. Starting lineups first for Spear Lake on defense. The defensive ends will look like this. Number 59 is Tyler Voss. He's a junior at 190. The other defensive end is number 56. That's Cale Queering, a 6-foot junior at 175 pounds. The linebackers, number 8, that's Jake Cornwall, a junior at 180 pounds. Number 61 is Zach Jensen, a senior, 5'10", 180 pounds. And number 25 is Caleb Lee, a junior at 5'10", 164. The corners, Kai Hesse is a senior at 6'4", 175. The other corner is number 19, Jack Latham, a senior, 6'2", 175. The outside linebackers, number 10 is Ethan Backus, a senior, 5'11", 180. The other one is number 6, Carver Junga Johanna. He is a senior at 6'1", 180 pounds. The free safety is number 12, that's Braden Thesfeld. He is a junior, 5'10", 170 pounds. And the nose guard is number 50, that's Owen Lamadier. Owen Lamadier, sophomore, 6 foot, 185 pounds. Forest City's offense will look like this. The right tackle is number 16, Carson Buffington. The right guard is number 52, TJ Weber. The center is number 57, Trevor Seidel. The left guard is number 56, Levi Olson. The left tackle is number 69, Colby Kretzinger. Forest City's tight end is number 84, Andrew Snyder. The wide receivers, number 87, Truman Knutson. Number 2, Kellen Moore. The quarterback is number 15, Carter Brookoff. The other wide receiver is number 4, Jack Thompson. And the running back is number 13, Andy Olson, 5'9", 160-pound junior. Forest City is head coached by Chad Moore, and Josh Beloit is the head coach of the Spirit Lake Indians. Let's get excited for Forest City football as the Indians get set to take the field. Forest City will receive first. The Indians will go from left to right across your screen. Spirit Lake will kick first. They will kick from right to left. Jack Thompson and Kellen Moore will be back on the left side to receive for Forest City. Those that like directions, the Indians will receive from the east and try to score to the west. Spirit Lake will kick from west to east, where they will defend that goal. Kicking for Spirit Lake is number 21, Logan Sandman. The sophomore, 6'1", 170 pounds, puts the ball in the air. We are underway from Forest City High School as it is taken by Kellen Moore from a left to right. As he's heading across the 20-yard line, he'll be brought down around the 22-yard line for first down and 10 Forest City. It'll be officially marked at, I believe, the 21-yard line. Backus, the tackle for Spirit Lake. Forest City offense on the field for the first time tonight. The Indians are wearing their red jerseys. Those red jerseys have white pants with a white helmet tonight for the Forest City Indians. Indians will break the huddle. They'll set up at the 21-yard line, first down and 10. The kickoff took 6 seconds off the clock. First play will go a little bit less than it did on Saturday last week as Jack Thompson went 55 yards for a touchdown on the first play for the Indians. This time it's a 1-yard pickup for Kellen Moore, as the Indians will move the ball to the 22-yard line. Well, Tanner, here we go. Forest City football is exciting. We're excited about Forest City football.
That's right.
It's going to be a good night.
Absolutely.
9th game in this series. The teams played for 8 straight years before last year. Did not play with COVID-19. Forest City will take the snap under center. Kellen Moore is cut down quickly in the backfield. It's going to be a loss back to the 20-yard line, a couple of yards for a loss. Forest City will have third down and long. The running game, which was so special for the Indians a week ago, is off to a slow start here on drive number 1.
Tough to match the start from last week, though.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I was talking with Coach Moore. You guys heard it in the pregame show, and we couldn't find much. Obviously, coaches always find something went wrong. Brookoff will throw on 3rd down and long. It is incomplete, intended for Truman Knutson. They had 1st down yardage. The ball a little bit out of the outstretched arms, and Forest City will go 3 and out. We'll have to punt here on drive number 1. 10:40 to play in the first period. It's Forest City 0, Spirit Lake 0. Zarin Eggesdahl, Tanner Thompson with you high above Forest City High School's football field. Second time we've been here, though it was supposed to be the opening night. We played last Saturday due to some rain on Friday night. First time there was some discussion as the punt might have been slightly blocked for Spirit Lake. And it's going to roll, get a nice Forest City bounce out to about the 46-yard line. But if you're Spirit Lake, you got some pretty good starting field position here on drive 1.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think that was probably only about a 20 or 30-yard punt right there. It looks like Spirit Lake's going to be starting on the opposite into Indian territory.
Yeah.
Forest City Indian territory.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough when you got the same mascot. We had it in basketball this year, too. We'll talk more about that. Forest City and Spirit Lake playing in basketball a year ago. So you had that matchup, and here's going to be a jet sweep motion for Spirit Lake. First play of the game, and a big stop. Is that Robe Berry? No, it's Kellen Moore with a big stop in the backfield for the Indians. Great play on a jet sweep motion there for Spirit Lake. That was Junk Jonah, the senior, in jet sweep from left to right across the screen. Quick no huddle here for Spirit Lake. It is still a 1-yard pickup, though. 2nd down and 9 from the 45-yard line. Quick pass from left to right. Reynolds pass is incomplete. Jack Thompson was going to strike him. If that football was caught, I think that guy saw Jack coming and said, I don't know if I want to catch this football.
Probably not. He also tipped it if Jack might have been able to catch that, if it would have bounced a little bit more favorable right into him.
Reynolds pass incomplete, intended there for Latham. Little swing out pass to the left. It's 3rd down and 9. They're going to throw across the middle. It's caught. It's near the 1st down marker. They might have enough as the pass is caught by Kai Hussey. Hussey makes the play just short of the 1st down marker. I think it's going to be 4th down and a few inches here for Spirit Lake. And the Forest City defense has a big down coming up as, of course, Spirit Lake will stay on the field. Can the Indians get a stop? Empty backfield for Reynolds. He'll send one man in motion from right to left, and they moved. They're going backwards. That's huge for Forest City as Spirit Lake moved on 4th and inches. Coach Beloit cannot like that. And it's going to be 4th down and 5. I mean, that's huge. Go from 4th inches to 4th and 5.
Yeah, and just like you said, Coach can't be happy about that one. You know, you really have one job on that play. It's to get an inch, and you end up making them go backwards 5 yards. Definitely not what was expected.
Spirit Lake will still keep the offense on the field. 3 receivers to the right. Reynolds swings it out left. It's caught to the left side for Forest City. Thompson trying to make a play. It's going to be short of the 1st down marker, I believe. Well, let's wait for the spot, but I believe Jack Thompson made the play short of the 1st down marker. It is 1st down Forest City, so the Indians defense make a huge stop on their first drive, helped out by a penalty by the Spirit Lake Indians, and Forest City will have the football going the other way. So it'll be a turnover on downs. Forest City is going to take over at their own 37-yard line, where Carter Brookoff and crew will set up shop once again. 9th game in this series. Forest City has never won. They're 0-8. Under center, Brookoff with slots left and the right. There's confusion. Brookoff on a broken play will just have to take it himself, and he'll be cut down near the original line of scrimmage. We'll see where the ball is snapped. There was confusion. Both of the slots were kind of moving into each other there, and Brookoff just took it and run.
Yeah, sometimes that's the only thing you can do. You don't have anybody else to hand it off to. You better just take off running.
It will be a couple of inches, not a full yard of a loss, a couple of inches of a loss there for Forest City on 1st down. 8:48 to play here in the first period. No score. It's 2nd down and 10 Forest City from their own 37-yard line. Brookoff sends Kellen Moore in motion from right to left. We've got whistles and movement. And now I think Forest City is going to start themselves backwards. It is a false start against the Indians. So teams will trade false starts, and Forest City now will have 2nd down and 15. It's a long 15, almost 16 coming up with 8:40 to play here in the first period. Zarin Egestal, Tanner Thompson with you high above Forest City's football field as the ball is marked just shy of the 31-yard line. Not quite to the 31-yard line, so you're looking at about second down and 15 and almost 16. Two receivers to the left, slot to the right, tight end in the game. It is a handoff or counter up the middle for Forest City. Andy Olson will get the penalty yardage back as we'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 10, a 5-yard pickup for Olson on second down, and Forest City will have 3rd down and 10 coming up. What are you going to dial up here on 3rd down and 10? You got to move the football here a little bit.
Right. Probably going to have to pass on this one. Gonna probably aim for some passes that are going to be right at the sticks. Doesn't mean just because it's 3rd and long doesn't mean you have to go way too deep. But hopefully we see some sort of maybe out or hitch or maybe a post out here.
Snap to Brookoff. He's going to keep it himself. It's a quarterback keeper. Brookoff goes nowhere. Picks up maybe a yard. It's going to be 4th down and 9. And Forest City will settle for another punt. 7:32 and ticking here in the first period. And Forest City will punt it away. Colby Krutzinger is the Indians' punter. He will move back deep here for the Indians. The return man for Spirit Lake, ever dangerous, number 19, Jack Latham. Punt is away, taken by Latham at the 30-yard line. Forest City misses a tackle there. Another missed tackle at the 35, now the 40, 45, back to the 50, and Latham works his way all the way inside Forest City territory at the 45-yard line where he's finally cut down. He took that one from the Spirit Lake 30 to the Forest City 45. A big return there for Latham, who is dangerous. He's got speed, he's long, he's tall, and he can move quite well there offensively. And Spirit Lake will start almost exactly where they started their last drive, 1st down and 10 from the 45-yard line. Reynolds in the backfield has receivers to the right and to the left, one man in motion from left to right. Reynolds is going to keep it himself, and he'll move up about 5 yards to the 40-yard line where Forest City will bring him down. Big Levi Olson there in the middle makes the tackle along with Truman Knutson. Andrew Snyder there as well, short of the 40-yard line. Call it the 41. No huddle. Reynolds in the backfield again. Same formation. Receivers right and left, 2 each way. This time Reynolds will pass. Reynolds looking downfield. It's caught at the 25 and brought out of bounds. Forest City's Kellen Moore loses his helmet. He's going to have to leave the football game. The ball is caught by number 12, Braden Thesfeld. The junior 5'8", 170 makes the play in. Spirit Lake again, moving the football quickly, no huddle offense. All white jerseys, black helmets for Spirit Lake tonight. Reynolds has a running back in the backfield with him this time. It's Thesfeld. He'll hand it off. Thesfeld looking for running room, and he's stacked up by the Forest City defense, but not before he gains about 4 yards up to the 21-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and short coming up here for Spirit Lake. 6:16 left here in the first quarter. No score between Forest City and number 10 Forest City and Spirit Lake. Almost got it backwards there. Reynolds in the backfield sends one man in motion from left to right. That's Backus. He's going to throw now to Backus, swings it out to the right side. Backus is loose, misses a tackle inside the 10-yard line at the 5. Backus is finally brought down, maybe short of the 5 at the 6. Spirit Lake wants to keep moving. They've got to get the chain gang moving. Down the field, it is marked at the 6-yard line. 1st down and goal from the 6 for Spirit Lake. Reynolds, Thesfeld in the backfield, hands it off. Thesfeld at the 5, looking for the end zone. Did he get there? No, he's short by a yard, and Spirit Lake will have 2nd down and 1 from the 1-yard line with 5:44 to play here in the first period, looking to find the first score of the game. Under about a yard to go. Reynolds going to keep it himself. Touchdown, Spirit Lake. That was quick.
Yeah,
that was quick.
And they were running the hurry up, and I think that might have just tired out Forest City's defense right there. Obviously that last play was pretty easy walk-in touchdown. And really, I don't know if they had any negative plays on that even drive right there.
No, and Forest City's offense obviously shut down quick. Didn't allow the defense, the guys that do change out, not much changeover. But honestly, when you look at both Spirit Lake and Forest City starters, going to have that the same way. Both teams don't change too many guys out. The PAT is up, and it is well good. by number 28, Justin Ham. Hand puts it through. 5:31 to play in the first period. It's Spirit Lake 7, Forest City 0. Kickoff is next. You hear a buzz.
Serving individual investors, offering a range of investments including certificates of deposit, stocks, mutual funds, taxable and non-taxable bonds. Additional information is available at edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. Non-taxable bonds may be subject to state, local, or alternative minimum tax.
Back to Forest City High School. The Indians, Forest City Indians, Spirit Lake Indians. And Spirit Lake does not take much time as they drive that football down the field. Just a few yards here, a few yards there. A couple of big plays, and they open up the scoring and lead number 10 Forest City 7-0. We'll see the Spirit Lake Indians booted away once again. It's Logan Sandman who kicks it away. This will be taken by Thompson inside the 5-yard line. Thompson up the middle. Thompson trying to find the 20-yard line. He's going to be cut down well short as Forest City unable to open up a hole for Thompson. Cut down at the 16-yard line is where they're going to mark him. Forest City will have first down and 10 from their own 16-yard line. Spirit Lake will set up defensively again in that 3-3 stack. You see the 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers, and they call them little dogs on the outside. Otherwise, outside linebackers that are going to be showing blitz from time to time are going to move back in coverage when Forest City will throw. Brookoff will throw this time. Brookoff now will tuck it and run. The hand might have been inside the shoulder pads on the takedown there, but Brookoff is taken down after about a yard pickup as he was looking to throw a little bootleg to the left side. What's he looking there for there, Tanner?
Well, it looked like an option play. I think he had the ability to pitch it back to Thompson there, going out to the left, but then also had that pass option with the receiver going down. So it's supposed to put some stress on the defense a little bit, but Spirit Lake handled that pretty well, and only let them got a yard out of it.
Forest City will break the huddle there. It's second down and 9 from the 18 with 4:45 to play in the first period. Brookoff, one man in the backfield. He's under pressure. Brookoff has got to get rid of the football. It's popped up in the air, and it's incomplete. The ball was thrown on a line there, and it was tipped up in the air, which is not a quarterback's best friend when the ball's tipped up there. It's a free ball for anybody. Fortunately, though, it goes out of bounds, and it's incomplete, and it's third down and 9 coming for Forest City. That's the unfortunate part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems like Spirit Lake's defensive line is really getting some good penetration right now.
And that's the biggest thing that Spirit Lake was worried about coming into the season. They knew they were going to have the skills positions. Almost anybody that we talk about skills-wise for Spirit Lake, we're not singling anybody out because almost everybody that we talk about skills-wise for Spirit Lake was a state track participant. Brookoff is under pressure again. Brookoff is trying to run, and he's thrown down. Under pressure again. It is number 61, a big play there for Spirit Lake. And that's the leading tackler coming into the game. Zach Jensen, the senior 5'10", 180, was the leading tackler coming into the game. He makes the big stop at the line of scrimmage for Forest City, and the Indians will have to boot it away again. Forest City's offense still unable to get anything going. Low snap, Kretzinger trying to get it away. He finally does. It was rushed, though, but gets a Forest City bounce inside Spirit Lake territory. Ball still bouncing, and it'll be touched up at the 42-yard line. First down and 10, Spirit Lake from their own 42-yard line. 3:54 to play here in the first period. It's Spirit Lake 7, number 10, Forest City 0. As the Indians defense back on the field, here comes the Spirit Lake offense once again, led by Riley Reynolds. Senior 5'8", 200 pounds. Will send 3 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Running back in the backfield, Reynolds will look to pass. Reynolds still looking, under pressure. Now he's going to take off and he's going to run. He breaks a couple of tackles, still on his feet, and they finally brought down to the 50-yard line. Reynolds was an escape man there, nearly brought down at least 2 or 3 times by Forest City defenders. Finally, the Indians are able to get to him, but now before he gets to the 50-yard line, it's nearly a first down. It's going to be a gain of 8 and a second down and 2. Now a quick pass blocked at the line of scrimmage. Andrew Steiner in there for the Indians. Gets the big paws up there and bats it back down to the ground. And it's going to be 3rd down and 2 coming up for Spirit Lake from the 50-yard line. 3:23 to play here in the first period. Reynolds and Spirit Lake sends one man in motion from left to right. They're going to hand it off. Desfeld up the middle. He's loose, still looking for yardage. Finally brought down inside Forest City territory at about the 36-yard line. Big gain for Desfeld on 3rd down and 2. And here come the Indians of Spirit Lake back up the line of scrimmage once again. They want to keep going.
Oh, yeah. Running the hurry up. It's not, hasn't been stopped yet, so they're going to keep going.
They know Forest City doesn't have as many numbers this year. They want to keep putting pressure on it. Loose to the right side. Latham running inside the 10-yard line. It's a big gain for the Indians of Spirit Lake again on 1st down. It's Latham inside the 10, finally brought down at about the 9-yard line. 1st down and goal, Spirit Lake from the 9.
And there's that speed you were talking about earlier before the game for Latham.
Just incredible speed. State track guy for Spirit Lake a year ago. Here's Reynolds. He's going to keep it himself, looking for the touchdown. He's in. Reynolds bowls over a couple of Forest City defenders on his way into the end zone. It's all Spirit Lake. 2:58 to play here in the first period. 13-0. Extra point pending for the Indians of Spirit Lake. Back to kick the extra point once again for Spirit Lake is Ham, the junior, 6'1", 170, will attempt another PAT. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is well good, and with 2:58 to play in the first, it's Spirit Lake 14, Forest City 0. Kickoff is next.
In Forest City, where your smile is our reward.
FCIS Insurance is proud to support our local athletes throughout the year. Let FCIS be your partner, not just your agent, helping you with all your insurance needs. With multiple carriers, we can get you the best coverage for the best price. Call us today at 800-331-1520. Good luck, Indians, from FCIS Insurance.
Your vehicle has been in an accident. You need Dale's Body Shop of Forest City. Dale's has been repairing vehicles since 1980. With Dale's, you'll receive high-quality work and professional service. Dale's is also a diamond dealer for WeatherTech and Ultimate Lining Spray-On bed liners. Dale's Body Shop of Forest City.
Back here on KIOW and Spirit Lake. Aaron Eggestal, Tanner Thompson with you. The Indians just got to try to stop the bleeding at this point, and the best way to do that, Tanner, is to find the end zone, which the offense will be looking to do as they come back onto the field.
Yeah, absolutely. Forest City's been having some real struggles right now on offense, getting the ball moving really anywhere. That Spirit Lake defensive line is really getting some good penetration in there, making it hard for Brookoff to really make any type of decision, but hopefully they can pick something up here now that they get the ball back.
Back to kick it away for Spirit Lake is Sandman, and it's not kicked well before. So he's got to get on the football. It's a live football on a kickoff. Who's got it? Spirit Lake might have it. No, Forest City fortunately will have the football at the 35-yard line inside their own territory. Spirit Lake nearly started 35 yards away from another touchdown. Man, oh man, that was I don't think that was I don't think that was intentional, but you never know.
I think it was. I think it was.
You think it was?
Yep.
Yeah, you never know.
You could see the kicker slow down quite a bit before he went up to the ball, and then really just gave a good little pooch kick right over the front line of Forest City's kick return. And the big thing there, you have to fair catch that if you're in the back there. Just have to catch it, take it where it lands, and definitely don't let it hit the ground. But Forest City lucked out.
They did. Forest City takes a snap. It's Andy Olson. He stopped at the line of scrimmage. Forest City brought down aggressively at it might have been a couple of inches of a loss. It is. Actually, they're going to mark him almost a full yard loss. Back down to the, they are going to call it about the 34-yard line, so it is going to be almost a full yard loss for Forest City on first down. We'll call it second down and 11 with 2:30 to play here in the first period. It's 14-0 Spirit Lake. Forest City quickly up to the line. One receiver left, one receiver to the right, tied into the game. On the right side, they got a slot to the left, running back in the backfield. Man in motion from left to right. Olsen up the middle. Olsen goes rumbling, and Forest City's got one of their better offensive plays so far in the game as Andy Olsen goes flying up the middle for the Indians. We'll find it across the 40-yard line up to the 42. A big pickup for Forest City on the second down, and now the Indians have their shortest of the third down conversion attempts here tonight. Big play for Forest City this early in the game. You want to get it here. You don't want to stop your momentum again. Two receivers to the right, three receivers to the right, tied into the game, running back in the backfield. Brookoff will roll to the right. He's going to throw. He's under pressure, looking downfield for Knutson. It is incomplete. Just over the outstretched arms of Knutson as he was in one-on-one coverage with Latham. Both of them are long, tall-bodied defenders and receivers, and that one was just thrown up there as it should be as a jump ball, wanting a receiver to go get it, but just a little bit out of his reach.
Yeah, very close. Bounced off his hands right there. He had a chance at the ball, was able to get some separation there on Latham, but yeah, tough to be able to bring that down too in that situation.
Forest City will punt it away again. 4th down and 3 with 1:36 to go in the first period. Ball's underway. Good punt by Kretzinger as this one's going to go out of bounds. No, it bounces back in, and it's going to take a Spirit Lake roll near the 20-yard line. My eyes played a trick on me there. I thought that one was heading for the out-of-bounds markers.
I was with you. That was a weird roll.
But
just bounced right back in.
I mean, that's a football for you.
That is true.
Never know where it's going to go. That one bounced near the sidelines, comes back in, takes a Spirit Lake roll back towards the 20-yard line. We'll call it the 19, not quite to the 20. First down and 10, Spirit Lake. Worst starting position for their offense yet in this game. We'll see if Forest City's defense can find a stop. It'll be a big one. 4 receivers set out. 2 to the right, 2 to the left, one man in motion. It's jet sweep from left to right. Forest City looking for a play in the backfield. It's coming back. We got holding. Jack Thompson will make a play for Forest City, but the play is going to come back. It's holding against Spirit Lake, and Forest City fortunate there. Another big play offensively for Backus, who was in motion, jet sweep from right to left, and was able to pick up a large gain, but it will come back, and they will start even deeper inside their own territory. Forest City just 14 yards of total offense here in the first period with 1:21 to play in the first. Had nearly 100 at this point on Saturday. The penalty will put Spirit Lake back to the 9-yard line. Call it first down and 20 from the 9. Here is a handoff up the middle. It's Backus again. Forest City trying to bring him down. They finally will. As it looks like Forest City will have Siddell in there. Snyder was in there as well for Forest City. It's going to be a gain up to the 11. Call it a gain of 6. Here's a swing pass to the left side. It's caught by Latham. He's loose. Thompson will bring him down near the 30-yard line at the 29. So Spirit Lake will get those penalty yards back, and they're going to have a third down and real short from the 29-yard line. They might measure this. It's either going to be third down and real short, or they're going to measure it. They're just going to call it third down and real short from the 29. You got to get just not even to the 30-yard line, just a couple of inches for Spirit Lake for a first down. Reynolds in the backfield sends Backus in motion from left to right. Reynolds will keep it, and Forest City brings him down to the backfield. Andrew Snyder, hello, welcome to the football game. Brings down Reynolds in the backfield, and it's going to be fourth down and a couple yards coming up. So instead of third down and inches, Snyder able to cut down Reynolds in the backfield, and it's going to be fourth down and a couple. And Spirit Lake will let the quarter run out and talk this one over. This is a big play coming up for the Forest City defense, because I would assume, I don't know, Spirit Lake, it's fourth down and 2. What do? We'll talk about it when we come back. End of the first period. It's Spirit Lake 14, Forest City 0. We're back for the second right after this.
And more. Call 641-512-5529. Top Dead Center Truck Equipment at Forest City.
WCTA is committed to providing local phone service, high-speed internet, and the most reliable digital TV. They proudly support local schools, events, and charities. Their employees are your friends and neighbors who live and work in your community. WCTA is your local telecommunications cooperative.
Kingland Construction Services of Forest City currently has capacity for renovation and remodel projects, while the large projects experience delays. We have master craftsmen available to help you with your project from start to finish. Put them to work for you by calling 641-585-0101 today. Kingland Construction Services of Forest City.
Welcome back here at high school as we get set for quarter number 2. Quarter number 1 was all Spirit Lake, though fortunately, new quarter reset. It's only a 14-0 lead. You scored 43 points a week ago. The offense can score. It is a big fourth down. Fourth down and almost 3 for Spirit Lake. They'll keep the offense on the field at the 27-yard line. One man in motion from right to left. They're going to give it to Backus up the middle. He's got the first down and more across the 40 up to the 41-yard line, as the Indians will give up a big one on fourth down and 3. And Spirit Lake, that's why they kept the offense on the field. But a big play. Forest City gets a stop there. They got the ball inside the 27-yard line.
Right, absolutely. And I think Spirit Lake just knew, though, that Forest City's been struggling to stop them, and they got to go for it right there and make them prove it.
Man in motion, jet sweep from left to right. It's Latham. Forest City trying to find a play in the backfield. They can't. Clausen, the first guy to him. Now it's Kellen Moore who will bring him down short of the 50-yard line. Call it the 49. And it's near another first down. They got to get to the 49 on the other side of the 50 for a first down. Just short of it. It'll be second down and about 1.5 yards coming up at the 49-yard line of Spirit Lake. 2 receivers split out to the left. Latham is there. 1 receiver here to the near side, 1 in the slot. It's a man in motion from left to right. Reynolds will throw. We got penalty markers and whistles before the play. It's a dead ball. False start against Spirit Lake. It'll start him 5 yards further backwards. Forest City crowd will take this opportunity to applaud.
And that's
looking for something.
Yeah, that's what Forest City needs right now. They've had plenty of opportunities with help from penalties. Now they just got to take advantage of it and make sure that Spirit Lake punts here.
11:09 to play here in quarter number 2. Reynolds in the shotgun with 1 man in his backfield. They got a man in motion from left to right. Reynolds will throw. He's going to swing it out to the left side. The ball is caught. Thompson trying to make the play. Can't. Kellen Moore will finally bring him down across the 50 inside Forest City territory. The swing out pass was to Kai Hesse as he takes it out for a first down across the 50-yard line. First down and 10. Spirit Lake inside the Indians territory once again. They're going to mark it at about the 47. Under center this time. Reynolds will take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Backus. Backus looking for some running room. Backus still tiptoeing the sidelines, and he'll have the first down. It's going to be about a 12-yard gain for Backus on first down. Move the sticks once again, and Spirit Lake marching down the field towards the Indians' goal with 10:35 to play here in the second period. Trevor Seidel makes a stop for the Indians. Man in motion. Snyder trying to make a sack in the backfield. Ball gets away. Big stop there from Kellen Moore. As Forest City makes the stop, it's another long pass. Reynolds throws complete. Caught by Elger. Drew Elger, junior, 6'1", 160. Makes the reception. Kellen Moore, the big stick. It's second down and 1 from the 27. 9:55 to play here in quarter number 2. Reynolds will send Backus next to him from the back to the next. That was dumb. Reynolds will run. And brought down to the 20-yard line. First down and 10, Spirit Lake.
Yeah, Forest City's really struggling right now to slow them down at all. Again, like we talked about, the really only negative plays they've had are some penalties. They can get 1 negative play, that might help turn some things around a little bit.
Here's the throw towards the end zone. It's incomplete. Fortunate there for the Indians as the receiver was open. Drew Elger again. Elger was wide open.
Yep. Not a negative play, but when you have a play like that, that might help a little bit. Again, give Forest City a break here. Now, again, we got to make some plays here on defense and really just kind of step up.
9:30 to play here in quarter number 2. It's Spear Lake 14, Forest City 0. Reynolds with Backus in the backfield. 1 receiver to the right, 3 receivers to the left. Reynolds will take the snap, swings it out to the left side. It's caught by Elger again. Forest City trying to make the play. They finally do, but not before he gets a first down inside the 10-yard line. And it will be first down and goal for Spirit Lake inside the 10. Did he get to the 8-yard line? I think just short of the 8.
So, yep.
First down and goal, 9 minutes to play in the quarter. 1 man in motion from left to right. That's Elger. They're going to give it to Backus. And Forest City makes a good stop there. Couple of yards on a gain, though, near the 6-yard line. Give him about 2.5 to the 6. Still in goal for Spirit Lake. Second down and goal. 8:47 to play in the second period. 14-0, Spirit Lake. Reynolds to the end zone, caught, touchdown. Little crossing route there for Spirit Lake. The Spirit Lake Indians add on to the lead. 8:38 to play in the first. Latham, just a crossing route across the middle, makes the play.
Yeah, a little bit too easy on that one. I mean, it seems like our defensive backs on in the goal line here are playing a little bit too far off, I would say. I mean, if you're in the goal line, you might want to press a lot when you're in that area, and giving them that space, kind of let that get a little bit open for them.
Ham to attempt the PAT. Reynolds will hold. It's up, and it is good. 8:38 to play in the second. Forest City down by 21. We're back for kickoff next.
But a new Culligan softener can save money and a ton of salt. Culligan, better water, pure and simple.
Forest City Family Dentistry, downtown on J Street. Dr. Layla can now place crowns in one visit. No clumsy temporary or return appointment needed. Also ask us about replacing missing teeth with affordable dental implants. Visit the place that puts a smile on your face. Forest City Family Dentistry. Call 585-4636.
MBT Bank in Forest City, Clear Lake, Lake Mills, and Rochester, proudly serving our customers for 75 years. We've got all your financial needs covered, from loans, CDs, savings, and more. Where will you go with MBT?
West
MBT
Hancock
Bank,
16.
member FDIC.
Newman Catholic 0. 8:38 to play here in quarter number 2. It's all Spirit Lake at 0 Indians, as they're looking to put as much on, I would say, here in the first half as possible. You never know. Teams come out of the second half. Sometimes you see a different team out of the second half. So if you're Spirit Lake trying to add on as many points as they can. Ham will kick this one away this time. Sandman's been doing the kicking in the past, but this time it'll be Ham who will kick this one away. Probably something Spirit Lake just wants to get on film, as they will boot this one again. It's another pooch kick going towards the sideline, and it will go out of bounds, which will draw the penalty flag. So that's what they got Ham on the field for. They're going to try him with pooching. Just something, at this point, Spirit Lake's almost just experimenting, I would say,
right,
for the rest of the season.
Right. Well, I mean, in that last kickoff, too, they did that same type of pooch kick that actually was really close to them recovering it. So they probably thought, hey, let's give it another shot. And it did hit the ground again, but was able to get out of bounds this time, which is good for Forest City.
Spirit Lake also without one of the names we haven't brought up yet. Spirit Lake, one of their top basketball players. We mentioned earlier Spirit Lake coming to play in Forest City in basketball this year is kind of a different tone to Forest City. Really don't see Spirit Lake much in basketball, but Vance Catsby, we called his name. Jack Thompson will take the first snap here for Forest City. And the ball will move up to about a yard on first down, 8:30 to play. But Catsby, we called his name all night long in the basketball this past winter. He is not playing these first few games for Spirit Lake. Obviously, in high school football, we don't have the luxuries as college and the NFL where they have injured list or list of, why players are out. But from talking with people I talk to, I'll let you kind of put your own spin on it, but he's not sick and he's not hurt. This one is taken by Andy Olson up the middle. A couple of yards there for Olson. It'll be 3rd down and long for Spirit Lake, or for Forest City against the big Spirit Lake defense inside. A couple of yards there for Olson. 7:37 to play here in quarter number 2. It's Spirit Lake 21, Forest City 0. Brookoff will get the call from the sidelines. He'll head back in the huddle, and the Indians will try to get something going here on 3rd down and long. 3rd down and 8 from their 37. Somebody's got a flashlight over there in their student section, not allowed. This one is going to be Carter Brookoff looking to throw, and he's going to be sacked. That's almost like a laser pointer over there. Hopefully somebody notices that. That was flashing into our eyes here in the press box across the way. I mean, could you imagine Brookoff trying to go back to pass and he sees something like that flash in his eyes?
Right, and that's why those are banned, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully somebody else notices that. Brookoff is sacked, though. It's going to be 4th down and long. Sacked back near the 30-yard line. The first down marker is at the 45, so ball at 4th and 15 here for the Indians. It's a low line drive punt. Takes a Forest City bounce. Picked up, though, by Latham at the 45-yard line to the 50. Across the 50 to the 40, he's loose. Finally brought down inside Forest City territory at the 30-yard line. 1st down and 10. Spirit Lake from the Forest City 30, and they've got 6:29 left in the second period before halftime to try to add on another score and only 30 yards of Indian turf to go.
Nothing going right for Forest City right now. Not really clicking on any cylinder at this point, but obviously, again, if we can get a few positive plays that can turn some things around, we need something right here.
Reynolds under center. One man in the backfield with him. That's Thesfeld. Excuse me. It's Jung Jonah who's loose, and he's going to score. Jung Jonah takes it 30 yards for a Spirit Lake touchdown on a handoff. And Jung Jonah and the Indians, they didn't need 6 minutes and 39 seconds.
No.
They needed 10. Spirit Lake 27, Forest City 0, as we'll see a PAT coming. Jung Jonah did lay a hit on a Forest City defender in the end zone. Seemed a bit unnecessary, but it happened. And we'll see a PAT coming for Ham. It's up, and it is good. 6:0, there's 6:19 to play in the second. It's Spirit Lake 28, Forest City 0. Kickoff is next.
Call Denny or Jay Stephenson today at 585-3076. Good luck, Indians, from Stephenson Construction of Forest City.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Advanced Door Systems of Forest City. Advanced Door Systems is your Raynor and CHI overhead door dealer. They also service any make or model of overhead door. Call 641-585-1900 to see them online at ads-doors.com. Advanced Door Systems, the right door, the right way.
Of Spirit Lake all over the Indians of Forest City. 6:19 to play in the second. 28-0 is the score. I mentioned the 9th time these two teams are meeting. Back in 2012 was the first time. You remember, too, that we were both on that 2012 team, the first time Forest City played Spirit Lake, and that was actually the ranked matchup. The only time, now, of course, depends on which rankings you look at, but the ones we use of Radio Isle, the ones that we vote in, or I vote in, that's the ones we use. That was a ranked matchup back then in 2012. Forest City the 7 at that time, Spirit Lake the 4 Spear Lake would later go on to win the state championship in 2012. Thompson drops the kickoff at the 10, picks it up now, and will be brought. No, he gets a loose. He gets away. Finally, he's stuck. And the ball's loose, and Spear Lake scores. Jensen picks it up. Thompson lets it go as he is hit at the 10-yard line. Jensen picks it up, and he scores. The leading tackler for Spear Lake coming in, Zach Jensen, says, look what I found. Ball's on the ground, picks it up, and goes from about 3 yards out, 4 yards out maybe by the time he picked it up, and Spear Lake scores again. 6:08 to play here in the second. And that's one thing that Coach Moore talked about in the pregame show with us, as they thought that Forest City put it on the ground way too much a week ago. Now, Forest City was only actually credited with 2 fumbles last week, but after going back and watching the film, Coach Moore thought they had put it on the ground 7 times. Oh, wow. The other 5 times it was whistled down.
Oh.
The knee was down, but Coach Moore went back and he said on a pregame show that he counted up to 7 times that Forest City had put the ball on the ground, and that was something they were trying to clean up, and they've been pretty good with it tonight. But it goes on the ground this time, and it goes for a score, 35-0. Kickoff is 30 seconds away.
A&W Family Restaurant in Forest City. A&W has delicious burgers, cheese curds, onion rings, chicken tenders, and more. Available daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Finish your meal with a tasty root beer float, shake, cola swirl, or soft serve ice cream. A&W Family Restaurant, where the food is as good as the root beer, Highway 69 North in Forest City.
Larson Plumbing Heating and Affordable is your Lennox dealer. They offer energy-efficient Lennox heating and air conditioning solutions for homes and businesses of all sizes. For complete plumbing service, call 797-2219 today. Larson Plumbing Heating and Affordable, your Lennox dealer.
Back here to Forest City High School, as it'll be teed up here for Spear Lake once again. 6:08 to play here in the first period. Forest City's offense trying to get back on the field. Got to watch out for that pooch kick again. This time it does go deep. Taken by Kellen Moore at the 10. Kellen Moore looking for running room up to the 20 to the 25. Brought out of bounds about the 30. So we'll see the Forest City offense back on the field. The 5:52 to play here in the first. 35-0 Spirit Lake. Forest City will start at the 30. Indians have mounted 9 yards of total offense, looking to move the football this time. One receiver to the right, one receiver to the left, slot each side, running back in the backfield. Ball's on the ground again. Olsen will fall on top of it, though, at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the same spot. So Forest City puts the ball immediately back on the turf. Fortunately, though, Olsen able to fall on top of it, and the Indians will keep it. 5:11 to play here in the second. Spirit Lake, on the other hand, 105 yards through the air, 136 yards on the ground. Forest City will find about a yard on a Sam Clausen rush. And it'll be 3rd down and 9 for the Indians with 4:44 to play here in the second period. Indians will break the huddle. Brookoff under center. Running back in the backfield. Tight ends on left and right sides. Hand off to Olsen. Olsen's got running room. Olsen is loose. Up to the 45, inside the 46-yard line. At the 46-yard line, Forest City's first down of the football game comes with 4:04 to play here in the second period. And that run alone.
Are you going to do the
doubles.
math on that?
Yeah. More than
I
doubles.
was going to say, quite a bit.
You're probably better at math than I am. Forest City will try to move the football again. They give it to Kellen Moore, looking for running room. And there is A stop for Spirit Lake. Pullman with a stop for the Spirit Lake Indians. Pullman, a junior, 6'1", 186. Second down and 11. Forest City lost one back to the 45-yard line, their own 45. 3:21 to play here in quarter number 2. It's Forest City trailing Spirit Lake 35-0. Indians will break the huddle tight formation. Tight ends on either side. Hand it off to Andy Olson, looking for some more running room. He's up to the 50-yard line where he's brought down, so it'll be a 5-yard pickup for Olson on second down. We'll make it 3rd down and 6 for Forest City from the 50. Indians trying to break into Spirit Lake territory as Jack Thompson back in here for the Forest City Indians. 2:44 to play till the halftime break. We'll give you a look at the Forest City Marching Band here at the halftime break. You can enjoy that here on the stream or on the radio. Your viewing pleasure. Brookoff under pressure. He got the ball away, though, as that was Pullman again that makes a big hit on Brookoff. Ball does get out, but it's fluttering to the turf. Incomplete as Pullman hit Brookoff off his blind side.
Yeah, kind of like we've been saying all game, it's tough for get any type of passing game going. Brookoff seems to be getting hit pretty much right away when he's stepping back in the pocket. Spirit Lake's D-line is just really getting in there every play.
And this one is nearly blocked. Might have been tipped. Ball will take a Spirit Lake bounce. Forest City should stop it. They do. Past the 20-yard line. We'll see where the official marks it. About the 22-yard line, so it'll be 1st down. Spirit Lake from the 22-yard line, their own 22, with 1:33 to play here in the second period, and a 35-0 lead for Spirit Lake over number 10 Forest City. BC Moore had Spirit Lake as a 28.5-point favorite coming in. Spirit Lake well ahead of that right now. Ball's on the ground. Forest City will try to bring Reynolds down. It's a big body to bring down. Knutson was just hanging on to that leg of Reynolds, trying to get some help. Seidel there also for Forest City. They were just hanging on to the leg of Reynolds as he was trying to scoot by, waiting for some other Indians to come and try to knock him down. Finally gets knocked down. And the whistle blows as Spirit Lake will have to make a substitution. Kai Hesse will have to leave the game for some reason, maybe no mouth guard. Possibly has
maybe
blood
some blood,
somewhere.
Yeah.
A couple of different reasons on why the official could send him off. They do. He's replaced. We're back to play. 50 seconds to play in the second. Reynolds under center. Hands it off. Thesfeld to the left side looking for some running room. He's finally brought down as he gets across the 25-yard line. Kellen Moore makes the stop for Forest City. At the 27-yard line. 3rd down coming up for the Spirit Lake Indians. They're, I would assume, probably just going to take this to the half. I doubt they take another play. Maybe they do.
They might have to. Play clock is pretty close.
It's literally the same. I think they are going to take a snap as time will expire here, just to make sure they don't get a flag. Reynolds back to throw. Reynolds still looking. He's loose. He's trying to get rid of it. We got a flag on the play. It's going to be an offensive flag, which is going to send us to halftime. No, it's defensive. It might be.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
He was facing the wrong way. Yeah, so it's going to be against the offense, which sends us to halftime. It's against the defense. Spirit Lake would get a 1 untimed down at the end of the half. It's against the offense. We go to halftime. We're at the halftime break. It's Spirit Lake 35. It's Forest City 0. The flag is automatically declined. We'll come back in about a minute and a half. We'll have the Forest City Marching Band for your viewing pleasure here on the stream.
Insurance and Realty of Forest City. Whether buying or selling a home, Tim Vessel and Pat Levick have the market experience to help you follow your dreams.
To Matt Wellick. Matt Wellick just won $50 in Forest City bucks. Congratulations, Matt. Stop up at the press box now at the half or at the end of the game and claim your prize. Thanks to everyone who donated to the Sports Boosters this year. And now, for tonight's halftime entertainment, the pride, the excellence, the tradition, 110 members strong, your Forest City High School Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Mr. Corey Schmidt, and the color guard instructor is Lauren Peterson. This year's show is entitled Home Again, and tonight's performance will include Pompeii by the British band Bastille, and a special music dedication. Drum majors, Kevin Jones, Billiana Warren, and Bert Olson. The field is yours for halftime performance. To take a moment to thank anyone who was an essential worker during the last year and a half. Will the following groups of people please stand to be recognized on both sides of the field? Armed Forces personnel, healthcare workers. Our first responders. Our grocery store and hardware store workers. Our infrastructure, energy, water, and utility workers. Our agriculture and food production workers. Our construction workers. Our transportation workers. Our child care providers. And our educators. Let's give a huge round of applause to all of these wonderful men and women for their unwavering dedication during this trying time. And so the band would like to dedicate this next piece of music to all of you. Here is Leonard Cohen's famous ballad, Hallelujah.
That's the Forest City Marching Band. We'll come back in 3 minutes for the halftime show.
Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and
Hy-Vee is a proud supporter of Forest City High School athletics. The Hy-Vee Pharmacy is built for you. Have your prescriptions automatically filled ahead of time and ready when you are. You will receive a call when your order is ready. No more waiting for the pharmacy. Your prescription will be waiting for you. Hy-Vee Pharmacy is open Monday through Saturday in Forest City.
Grow Electric in Lake Mills is proud to support area athletics and proud to serve our new and returning customers. To get started on any electrical project, big or small, call 641-592-8282. Good luck, athletes, from Grow Electric in Lake Mills.
The County Line Seed Team of Chuck Rubish, Jake Young, and myself, Matt Keel, are your premier and local DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and NK dealer in Forest City. With a combined over 30 years of seed experience, we're setting a new trend in agriculture at County Line. Call today at 641-581-3300 or visit us off the Airport Blacktop in Forest City.
Malin Egg Service of Forest City is a proud supporter of Forest City High School athletics. Nate Malin is with you from the word go. From planting to harvest, you can count on Nate. Contact him today in Forest City at 641-860-1712. Nate will help you put the right seed on your acres. 641-860-1712.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life, and learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
Support for Forest City Sports comes from Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Mark Frakes, and Amy Ryan of Forest City. Edward Jones is a financial services firm exclusively serving individual investors, offering a range of investments including certificates of deposit, stocks, mutual funds, taxable and non-taxable bonds. Additional information is available at edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. Non-taxable bonds may be subject to state, local, or alternative minimum tax.
Hi, this is Scott Wilson of Wilson Dental. We have been treating our patients' dental needs for almost 50 years, and our philosophy has always been to treat our patients as family. Become a part of our family. Call Wilson Dental in Forest City, where your smile is our reward.
Today's halftime show is presented by Waldorf University. Learn how to become a warrior today at waldorf.edu.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Now again, here's Zarin Eggesdahl.
Are down 35-0 at the halftime break. Let's take you back through it. First of all, the scoring drives in the first quarter with 5:31 left in the first quarter. It was Riley Reynolds. He ran 2 yards for a 7-0 score. The PAT by Ham was good. 2:58 in the first quarter. It was Reynolds again, this time from 9 yards out. Ham again, PAT good. It's 14-0 Spirit Lake. Second quarter, 8:38 in the second quarter. It's Riley Reynolds. He passed to Jack Latham for 6 yards and the touchdown. Ham again, PAT good. It's 21-0. 6:19 in the second quarter. It was Carver Jojana who ran 30 yards. Handoff in the backfield. Jung Jonah runs then 30 yards for the touchdown, weaves in and out a few tacklers that missed him. And again, Justin Ham puts the PAT through. It's 28-0 Spirit Lake. On that ensuing kickoff, Justin Ham kicked. Thompson drops it at the 9-yard line. It was recovered by Zach Jensen. Josh Jackson was the first tackler there that stripped Thompson of the football. 61, Zach Jensen, the leading tackler for Spirit Lake coming into tonight. He picks it up and he scores. It's kind of like if you watched the Ohio State-Minnesota game last night. The ball kind of just gets put on the ground and Jensen says, "Look what I found." He's got a touchdown, though. Jensen had to go a little bit less, about 4 yards or so for his touchdown. It's 35-0 Spirit Lake. That's where we go at the halftime. Team stats after the first quarter or first half of play. Spirit Lake ran 33 offensive plays for 205 total yards of offense. They used 8 minutes and 38 seconds of the clock. They've run the ball 20 times for 144 yards. They've thrown the ball 13 times, completed at 10 for 107 yards. 1 passing touchdown. 13 first downs, 7 of them on the ground, 6 of them through the air. They're 1 of 4 on 3rd down. They're 1 of 3 on 4th down. Penalty yards, they have 3 penalties for 20 yards. They have 1 sack of Forest City for a negative 7 yards. The Indians have had 21 offensive plays where they have gone 29 total yards. Forest City has 5 more minutes of possession with the football. 13 minutes and 41 total seconds with the football. Rush attempts 17. Forest City has rushed 17 times for 29 yards. We've thrown 4 times, have not completed a pass for 0 yards. Forest City has fumbled twice, lost it once. The Indians have 1 turnover, 1 first down. It was on the ground. Forest City is 1 of 7 from a on 3rd down for a total of 14%. Forest City has punted 6 times for an average of 32 yards. Individual stats, Reynolds 10 completions for 170 yards and a touchdown. Rushing, Reynolds has 9 rush attempts for 37 yards. Latham 2 for 36. Jung Jonah 2 for 31. Tiefeld 3 for 21. And Backus 4 for 19. Receiving, Alger, who came into the game, not a starter, 3 receptions for 35 yards. Tiefeld, 2 receptions for 21 yards. Defensively, Zach Jensen came in as the leading defender for Spirit Lake. He has 4 tackles, 1 for a loss. Jung Jonah has 3 tackles in the game. Pullman has a tackle and a half for a loss for Spirit Lake. For Forest City individually, Carter Brookoff 0 for 4 through the air. Andy Olson 7 rush attempts for 33 yards. Ethan Sesker 1 rush attempt for 2 yards. Thompson 1 rush attempt for 2 yards. Sam Clausen 1 rush attempt for 2 yards. Kellen Moore 2 rush attempts for negative 4 yards. Carter Brookoff has gone backwards 5 times for a negative 6 yards in the game. Nobody has any receiving yards. Kellen Moore has 11 tackles, 9 solo. Andrew Snyder has 3 tackles, 1 for a loss so far in the game. Colby Krutzinger has punted 6 times for 192 yards, a 32-yard average, 1 time inside the 20-yard line. Forest City has returned 5 kickoffs. Kellen Moore has returned 2 of them for 32 yards, a 16-yard average. Jack Thompson has returned 2 for 13-yard average, for 13 yards, 6.5-yard average. And Roby Berry picked up that one that was nearly lost on a pooch kick. Tanner, before we start the second half, any thoughts first half going into the second?
Rough first half for sure. Obviously the Forest City team was not able to get really anything going on any side of the ball. And so, I mean, I think the big thing with this is obviously we've got a 35-point deficit. Coming out and just continuing to play hard and just see what what comes out of this. Again, it's sort of like nothing to lose at this point. Just play hard and actually get better with this. And again, see if you can make something crazy happen and get a comeback. But hopefully Forest City's woken up a little bit, realizing that they got to come out and play, and hopefully they do that here in the second half.
The Indians will tee the ball up for the first time, kicking off. As Krutzinger will let it fly. It's taken by, I believe, Latham. No, that's Hussey. He's loose at the 40 and tripped up. He had 1 man to beat. That was the Forest City kicker. But a shoestring tackle for the Indians. That just saved a touchdown here to start off the game. As Ethan Sesker makes a shoestring tackle. Hesse had 1 man to beat with blockers in front of him as he took that one right down the middle.
Yeah, I think it might have been more of a trip, honestly. I don't know if anyone was able to get into him there, but again, a good break for Forest City. Hopefully now that they can get the defense to make some stops here.
1 man in motion, that's Backus from right to left. Backus takes the jet sweep motion. He's loose across the 50, 45, 40. Inside, it's going to be about a 15-yard pickup, maybe 13. It's a first down nonetheless. Spirit Lake's offense picks up right where they left off, and Spirit Lake is moving the football once again. 10:58 to play here in the third quarter, 35-0 Spirit Lake. Reynolds set to take the snap, looking to throw. It's caught. No, it's nearly intercepted. Nearly intercepted by Feldman for the Indians. as that one will go incomplete. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. That time it was, usually it's the defender looking upfield. That time it was Zarin looking upfield first. I thought he had the interception.
Right.
Here is a stumble and finally going to be brought down as Forest City will collide. Sesker and Snyder will collide with each other as they bring down the runner at the 35-yard line. It'll help their teammates running into each other. Hopefully they are okay. Teesfeld with the carry in the backfield once again. Reynolds, that's movement up front for Spirit Lake, and they'll move 5 yards backwards. Movement on Carver Jojunga, who was split to the right. And move back to the 40-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and 10. Forest City offense has a big chance here, or defense has a big chance here to get a stop. 3rd down and 10, 9:35 to play in the 3rd period. Reynolds takes the snap. Reynolds looking to throw across the middle. It's incomplete. Incomplete as Kellen Moore collides with Backus as they exchange words. Backus will head back towards the Spirit Lake side, but those two exchange words. They're still exchanging words as Backus will head to the Spirit Lake huddle, and Kellen Moore back in the secondary for the Indians. Those two will go up against each other, I'd assume. Later on, we'll see how that develops. Reynolds takes the snap. They're going to go to the left. They swing it out left side. It's taken by Latham looking for the 1st down. He's got it. A little swing pass to the left. Latham takes it across the 30 to the 29. 1st down and 10, Spirit Lake. They get all of it on 3rd down. Don't have to go to 4th down. And it's 1st down and 10, Spirit Lake from the 29-yard line of Forest City. 8:35 to play in the 3rd period. Reynolds looking for the end zone. It is incomplete. Good coverage there by the Indians.
Pass is incomplete, intended for Jack Latham.
Latham was the intended receiver.
That's Jack.
And Kellen Moore.
Thompson in coverage there for the Indians. Safety Kellen Moore also swings over the top. 8 minutes to play here in the 3rd period as our 3rd period winds quickly. 35-0 is the score. Clock is on the automatic version as well. Low snap, jet sweep motion. Reynolds keeps it this time, looking to dump it down, and it's incomplete. As the intended receiver that time was Jung Jonah. Andy Olson there for Forest City. 3rd down and 10.
Hopefully Forest City can, again, get them to stop here on this 3rd and 10. They stopped them on this last drive, and then obviously having them convert on that 4th and 10 is an absolute killer. We got to stop them here.
Ball up the middle, and not quite a 1st down, but going to have a lot of it. Andy Olson makes a stop for Forest City. It's going to be 4th down, but 4th down and short. About 2. Trevor Seidel helps with the stop as well.
4th down and 3 to go.
4th down and about 3 here for the Forest City defense, trying to find a stop. Reynolds in the backfield. Reynolds will keep it himself, looking for running room. Forest City will bring him down, and I believe he's going to be short. We'll have to look at it. It's going to be really close, but I believe he's short. I think he had to get across the 20-yard line. He only gets to the 20-yard line.
There we go.
Forest City will get a stop defensively. Spirit Lake will not add on to their lead. That's the biggest thing for Forest City. The Spirit Lake, obviously did come out and score right away.
Right.
You get a stop. Now you got to try to move the football yourself.
Exactly. And then, geez, is that the first stop by the defense today?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So there you go. Now use it. Turn it around. Let's see if the offense can pick it up now.
Forest City defense making their first. 6:16 to play here in the 3rd period. 35-0. Brookoff under center. Gives it off to Andy Olson. He's loose, looking for running room. Andy's still loose to the 40, 45, 50, across the midfield inside Spirit Lake territory. Andy Olson gets loose. The Forest City offense is alive. Inside the 45-yard line. Mark him down at the 43.
We just talked about it, having the stop on defense. Now you got to turn it around on the offensive side here. Again, carry this momentum. Forest City's got to take advantage of it here on this drive.
The sidelines are going again. The cheerleaders, the fans, something to cheer about. Us, some momentum. Let's see if they can keep it. Brookoff under center, motion man from right to left. Olson again. This time he's cut short. Right back at the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be second down and 10 for Forest City. 5:20 to play here in quarter number 3, 35-0 Spirit Lake. And we've got an injury timeout. Probably just a cramp. The official says, here, we don't need trainers. I'll take care of it myself.
You know, he's been around a few football games. He knows a cramp when he sees one.
Yeah. And the Spirit Lake training staff will get out there. We'll say, hey, we got it. We'll take care of it. Everybody will get some water. We'll take a quick break as well. We'll come back. It's 5:12 to play here in the third quarter. 35-0 Spirit Lake. We'll come back in about 30 seconds. Back to Forest City High School. They'll get the injured player off and to the sidelines. Forest City will bring their offense back onto the field. And again, the crowd will get moving again here, trying to get the Indians a little fired up as Forest City has moved the football. See if they can keep going. Now the ball is on the ground. Spirit Lake's got it. It's first down and 10. So that's a drive killer. The Indians put it on the ground. And it's Spirit Lake football again at the 45-yard line of Forest City. Rather, of Spirit Lake, their own 45-yard line.
And that is a punch to the gut for Forest City.
Just get going.
Right.
But if you're the quarterback, obviously you don't want the rest of your teammates to be down, though. Maybe you're saying something, hey, we'll get it next time. I mean,
right.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
I mean, I think, again, at this point, it's just, you know, there should never be a reason to not play hard or just keep, you know, continuing to play. Obviously, again, we got a continuous clock. Might as well make the most of the time that you do have and just try and get better at this point. But, I mean, again, there should never be any quit, and no one should be giving up at this point, even if we haven't had any way to move things along or get some momentum going.
Spirit Lake will take a timeout. We're keeping it here, though. 4:26 to play in the third period. 35-0 Spirit Lake all over Forest City. The last 3 games that these two teams have played have all been heavily in favor of Spirit Lake. 54-6 in 2019, 42-0 in 2018, and 42-7 in 2017. Right now, 35-0 here in 2021. Again, these two teams did not play in 2020 with the change of schedules. 2016 was a 29-14 loss. And then we go all the way back, 2014, 35-25. That was a 10-pointer. And then obviously the biggest game we already talked about in this series, 2012. Here's a pass to the 50-yard line caught by Latham. He breaks tackles. Forest City is missing tackles defensively. Finally bring him down back at about where they lost the tackles the first couple of times, so he doesn't really gain much, maybe an extra yard. Yeah, he did. He got an extra yard after the broken tackles into Forest City territory at the 49-yard line. 4:01 to play in the third period. Receivers split out left and right. Here's the keeper for Reynolds looking for running room. Snyder will make a big play, and he'll get help from the rest of his Indians as they'll bring him down at the 50-yard line. Snyder with the initial stop for Forest City, but forward progress will give him almost a first down up to the 46-yard line is where he'll be spotted with forward progress. It'll be third down and a yard and a half coming up for Spirit Lake. One receiver to the right, one receiver to the left, slot to each side. Running back in the backfield, that's Tiefeld. Man in motion from left to right, Tiefeld takes it. Big tackle for Forest City, but it's going to be still a first down yardage for Spirit Lake as TJ Weber makes a Great tackle as he wraps him up there for the Indians, but it's still going to be enough for a first down for Spirit Lake. First down and 10, Spirit Lake. They'll set up at the 44-yard line. Reynolds will throw. It's caught by Hussey. And now Forest City will have, looks to be hopefully just a cramp there on Feldman.
Tackle was made by Minton Feldman.
Feldman makes the play, and then he quickly goes down and grabs hopefully what is hopefully just a cramp as well. Drew Greenwood will come onto the field to replace Feldman, and we'll be back to action as he gets off the field with the Forest City training staff. 2:43 to play in the third. Reynolds takes the snap. Reynolds looking to throw, still looking. Reynolds looking towards the end zone. Good coverage there by Jack Thompson as he gives Latham no way to catch that football. That's just good coverage there by Thompson.
Yeah, I think that was pretty good coverage there, and I think too, I think Reynolds might have missed him a little bit as far as that pass goes. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, even if he did put it right on him, I think Jack was probably right there, hopefully be able to make a play on it.
You got some good knowledge from a position like that, right?
I suppose.
Tanner Thompson, a former Upper Iowa Peacock, playing defensively in college. Played offense here for the 4A City Indians, along with, of course, his defensive position. Keeper for Reynolds, brought down by Snyder, but it will be a pickup in nearly a first down. I think it is going to be a first down. It is a first down for Reynolds on the keeper. That's been one of their weapons. You know, Reynolds doesn't look like a guy that is going to take off and keep running, but he's tough to bring down.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, I think you look, too, at just the entire Spirit Lake team at this point, just very physical, and I think that's one of their huge advantages so far in this game.
That was one of the key things that Coach Moore brought up. There was a lot of movement. Ball's on the ground, and it was picked up by Reynolds again. Snyder nearly got there. I mean, I might be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure there was 3 or 4 bodies moving there before that ball was snapped. 1:07 to play here in the third period, 35-0 Spirit Lake. Reynolds will snap it again. 3 receivers split left, 1 receiver to the right. Reynolds looking to throw. Snyder nearly batted it down, and that might have affected the pass. It's going to be a forward pass, which makes it incomplete. I think Snyder definitely disrupted Reynolds' sight when he was trying to throw the football a little bit low, and it goes incomplete. I mean, if he picks that off there's nobody to catch him. Reynolds is not catching Andrew Snyder.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That'd be a nice thing to have happen if we could have that play come through. And he is getting let loose on that end. They're doing a read option type of play with that, so Snyder's got that ability to be able to get in there and get close.
It's been 3 years since Spirit Lake has blanked the Indians. Forest City going to hopefully not let that happen tonight. Here's a crossing pass. It's caught. 3rd down and a mile, and Spirit Lake picks it up as it's caught by Latham. He makes it near the 15-yard line. Mark him at the 16. It's 1st down and 10. That'll bring us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters played. It's Spirit Lake 35, Forest City 0. It'll be 1st down and 10 near the 15-yard line for the Spirit Lake Indians. We'll flip the sides of the field. We're going the other way when we come back. 4th and final quarter coming your way from Forest City High School right after this.
With Dales, you'll receive high-quality work and professional service. Dales is also a diamond dealer for WeatherTech and Ultimate Lining Spray-On bed liners. Dales Body Shop of Forest City.
Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City. Top Dead Center is a full-line Western dealer with blades and slow control equipment. They also carry trucks.
West Hancock 24.
Fifth wheel hitches, LED lights,
Newman 6.
Call 641-512-5529. Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City.
WCTA is committed to providing local phone service, high-speed internet, and the most reliable digital TV. They proudly support local schools, events, and charities. Their employees are your friends and neighbors who live and work in your community. WCTA is your local telecommunications cooperative.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. 1st down and 10 from the 16 for Spirit Lake. On the east side, they hand it off. Looking for running room inside the 10-yard line, and having it is Jake Cornwall, the junior linebacker, also plays quarterback and I guess rushes the football from time to time. 5'11", 180, takes his first snap or first football offensively and picks up about
holy cow,
7 yards.
Another cramp.
Yeah, we got a Forest City player down with some cramping happens in these earlier games. It was a little steamy out today.
It is. It is definitely humid.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got a cramp on the field with 11:43 to play in this contest. Remember, the scoreboard show will follow us tonight at 10 o'clock from Albia. All the guys will have, it's Andy Olson who had the cramp, so he will have to come off. Even though he's better with his cramp, he has to come off the field as play was stopped for him for at least one play. But we'll go to Albia as soon as we're done here, where the guys will have all the scores from Class 8 player to Class 5A and everything in between. We have 5 football classes now in Iowa. Handoff to Teesfeld. He's inside the 5. He'll finally be brought down at about the 3, and Spirit Lake is on the doorstep again, 35-0, 11:16 to play in the 4th. Teesfeld is brought down. They're going to mark him at the 4. Reynolds under center. Teesfeld in the backfield, 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Man in motion from right to left. They're going to hand it off. Teesfeld, 5, touchdown. Walks in, virtually untouched. And that's a touchdown for Spirit Lake. Teesfeld in again, 41-0, and they'll try to add the PAT. I believe Ham will be back out to attempt another PAT to try to make it 42-0. It is Ham to attempt the PAT with 10:53 to play in the 4th. They're waiting for the official to give him the go. He does. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is well good. PAT through. 10:53 to play in the 4th. It's Spear Lake 42. It's number 10 Forest City 0. Kickoff is next. Back to Forest City High School, 1 score to pass along to you. As of a couple of minutes ago, of course I lose it right when I was going to give it to you. Number 3 in Class A, West Hancock, all over number 4 in Class A, Newman Catholic, 24-6 is that score. So West Hancock, when I put my rankings together this past week, I actually had them at number 2. I feel like West Hancock, very good chance to try to go after state title number 4 this season. Though Grundy Center, St. Albert, who most of the voters have above West Hancock right now, are going to be 2 teams they're going to have to try to go through. But here's a little pooch quick for us. He's got to get on it. Robe Berry with a sliding play. Almost like a outfielder trying to make a catch there.
That was. And that's what you need to do. You cannot let it hit the ground on that type of play right there. Once it hits once it's on the ground right there, that's anybody's ball.
So Robe Berry makes a sliding play for the Indians. Picks up the football at about the 37-yard line. It's 1st down and 10 Indians. From the 37, 10:24 to play in the 3rd. Under center, Brookoff. Slot to the left and the right, receiver to the left, tight end to the right. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. Who's got it? Forest City puts it on the ground. A lot of white jerseys at Spear Lake football. One play offensively. Spear Lake has the football. There was a lot of white jerseys, so it was tough for 4A City to get it. Most of the Indian bodies were outside of the pile. It is Spear Lake football, 1st down and 10, and they've got great starting field position as they'll take it at the 37-yard line, right at the line of scrimmage where 4A City lost it at. 1st down and 10 from the 37.
Looks like Spear Lake's going to be bringing their backups in.
Yep, we'll give you names when possible. The quarterback, the running back that just took the football is Tyler Tuglin, sophomore. Will Graves is the starting or the quarterback now, number 9. Will Graves in to play quarterback for Spirit Lake. 9:15 to play in the 4th period, and the Spirit Lake Indians trying to salt away the game. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Here's a swing pass to the left, and that one's well over the head of the intended receiver, Elger. So Elger will needed to be on the stilts, I think, to catch that one. Little high.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
One receiver right, 1 receiver left, slot to each side. Snap taken, and jet sweep motion. Elger's got it, he's loose. Kellen Moore will bring him down inside the 20-yard line. Elger takes it on the jet sweep motion off the hands of Graves. It's a big 1st down for Spirit Lake. They're inside the red zone once again as they get it at the 18-yard line, 1st down and 10. Graves will go from the shotgun. Graves in shotgun. Will take the snap, looking to throw. Left side, it's caught at the 10, at the 5. And Jack Thompson will spin down the receiver, Carter Thames, at the 6. So 1st down and goal, Spear Lake from the 5. Graves, empty backfield, man in motion from left to right. He's going to keep it himself, looking for the end zone. He scores. Will Graves will score from 6 yards out, and Spirit Lake adds on to their lead, now leading 4A City 48-0 with 7:32 to play in the 4th. PAT from Ham will be attempted to try to make it 49. Spirit Lake put 49 on the Indians only for the 3rd time now. 49-0 as the PAT is good. Kickoff is a minute away. Back to Forest City High School, where Spear Lake all over the 10th ranked team in Class 2A tonight. 7:32 to play in quarter number 4, 49-0 the current score, and we'll see a kickoff coming. New kicker in there as well. They're trying out everything this evening. It's going to be Caleb Rutger. We'll kick this one away. And he'll boot it to Feldman. It's bobbled at the 5. Indians bobble the kick at the 5. Feldman is going to be trapped running backwards towards his own goal, and he just went into his own end zone. No, they're going to mark him at the 1. Feldman running backwards towards the Forest City end zone. Thompson was out with, looks like he's getting stretched out, possibly with a cramp there. And the Indians avoid the safety, but will start from the 1 yard line. No, actually, they put it out to the 2. I think Forest City got the benefit of a doubt there. I think they got it's 49-0 mercy call. Unfortunately.
A generous forward progress.
Very generous forward progress there for the official, as he gives Forest City the 2 yard line, first down and 10 from the 2. 6:45 to play. Forest City not out of trouble, though. They've got to move the ball forward. They do, as Andy Olson able to find a little bit of breathing room for Forest City. Much better than where they should have been starting, as they'll be up to almost the 5 yard line. So Forest City will have some breathing room now and can breathe a little easily, though they've gone backwards a few times tonight. Can't go backwards this time. Drew Greenwood into the Forest City huddle. Truman Knutson will hustle off. 6 minutes to play in the 4th period. It's 49-0 Spirit Lake. Indians will set up from the 4. Their own 4. 1 receiver left, 1 receiver right. Hand off to, I believe, Andy Olson. Yeah, Andy Olson plowing forward for a few. That helps to the 8. So it'll be 3rd down and not too far. 3rd down at about 4 coming up from almost the 9 yard line for Forest City.
Enough breathing room for him, too, here. They can maybe
try
and throw here.
Yeah. If it's incomplete, you punt.
Right. And big thing to look out for here is Carter's been getting pressure all day, so hopefully he's not getting pushed back into his own end zone.
He will throw. It's incomplete. Outstretched arms of Kellen Moore. Moore reaching out for it, and it's dropped near the 30 yard line. A little bit out far in front of him, but
great effort.
Yeah.
Great effort. I thought he was going to pull that down, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
He had it in his hands, and, yeah, like you said, fully stretched out, parallel to the ground. Tough to pull that one in.
Forest City will punt now, as Kretzinger is halfway inside of his own end zone. Spirit Lake will start with good field position with 4:45 to play. This punt is in the air. It's a spiraling punt, and Kellen Moore will deaden it at about the 37 yard line. That's where I believe he touched that. We'll see if the officials mark him. Yes. I think he got some of those black rubbery pieces, possibly maybe. It was almost like he was trying to touch his eye, and sometimes when that ball bounces up right in your face right there when Kellen caught it, maybe and it's wet too. Sometimes when it's wet on that turf, a few extra of those rubber pieces come up. But he seems to be okay. 37 yard line of Forest City is where Spirit Lake will start with the football. Graves will send one man in motion. Now he goes back. Confusion offensively. Now he does go in motion. Here's a handoff and a good stop for Snyder for the Indians, but a gain of about 3 up inside the 35 to about the 34 yard line. It'll be 2nd down and roughly 7 for Forest City with 3:38 to play in the 4th period. We won't take you all the way up to the Iowa High School scoreboard show. We'll have a post-game show brought to you by our good friends at County Line Seeds coming your way, followed by a little of regular programming. Andrew Snyder in the backfield for the Indians. Brings down the ball carrier at the 40-yard line. Big play there for the Indian senior. One of the top recruits around this area when it comes to defensive line. So I asked him, said he didn't know for sure what he wanted to do, but if he wants to play football in college, there's some D2 schools that'll be knocking on his door for sure.
Oh, absolutely. What'd you say?
And maybe more.
I mean, look at his height and weight. I mean,
big.
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially just see him out there on the field compared to a lot of the other players. I mean, that's exactly what you look for, that big type of frame. And obviously, he's been all over the field tonight. And, I mean, it's been tough to really stop anything with Spirit Lake's offense. But when the defense has made some plays, he's usually involved.
Yeah. Program is 6'4", 205. Fourth down, incomplete pass for Spirit Lake. It'll be fourth down and about 12. They're going to keep the offense on the field. They're going to go for it. Fourth down and 12 from the 39-yard line of Forest City. Graves takes the snap, looking to throw across the middle. It's tipped, and it'll be tipped down. Great play there, I believe, Sam Clausen. It was Sam Clausen making the tip for the Indians. Puts that ball to the turf, and Forest City's offense will take over with 2:02 to play here in the final quarter of play. 49-0, Spirit Lake on their way to a victory over the 10th-ranked team here in Class 2A. The 39-yard line is where Forest City will take over offensively. One receiver left, one receiver right. It's the Indian big men of Snyder and Knutson. Handoff to Sesker. Picks up or takes the football and will move out to the 45-yard line. So about 6 yards on first down for Ethan Sesker up to the 45-yard line. And Forest City will have second down and short with 1:12 to play in the football game. One receiver right, one receiver left. Hand this off, Robe Berry this time. He's stopped in the backfield. Robe Berry takes it for the Indians, stopped in the backfield. And they're going to cut him down about a 2-yard loss, put it back to about the 43-yard line, almost up to the 44-yard line. A lot of things coming your way tomorrow. Of course, our Coach's Corner programs all morning long. We'll be up bright and early with all 6 head coaches from around the area, so make sure you tune in for that. Followed by the Iowa State Cyclones will take over here on KIOW. North Iowa's home for the Iowa State Cyclones as they take on Northern Iowa. Here's a jump ball. It is incomplete as Brookoff sends that one towards Knutson. Is incomplete with 18 seconds to play in the ball game. On B103, 6 p.m. kickoff, Davenport. Seems like a long drive, but compared to other road trips, not too far of a drive to go see the Waldorf Warriors as they take on St. Ambrose. One of the big tests for Waldorf here in the early season as the Waldorf Warriors and St. Ambrose will kick off on B103, 103.1, 6 p.m. from Davenport tomorrow. That's the final score as the clock will expire. Forest City falls to Spirit Lake 49-0, the final score. We'll take a break. We'll come back. In 3 minutes, we'll have the post-game show brought to you by our friends at County Line Seeds in 3 minutes.
Pause the end of the game in the final quarter. Time now to announce the final cash prize for the Ball Lies contest for this evening's game, sponsored by the Forest City Sports Booster Club and the Forest City Chamber of Commerce. The ball was resting on the east 44-yard line, so congratulations go out to Matt Purpleding. Matt Purpleding, congratulations. You just won $50 at Forest City Bucks. You can stop at the press box right now. Claim your prize early. Thanks to everyone who donated to the Sports Boosters this year. Thanks to our guests from Spirit Lake, Safe Travels. Have a great Labor Day weekend, and we'll see you for homecoming next week, right here at Jay Brooker Field.
We offer energy-efficient Lennox heating and air conditioning solutions for homes and businesses of all sizes. For complete plumbing service, call 797-2219 today. Larson Plumbing Heating of Fertile, your Lennox dealer. Missile Insurance and Realty of Forest City. Whether buying or selling a home, Tim Missile and Pat Levick have the market experience to help you follow your dream. Missile Insurance and Realty can help you insure that dream once you find it. Missile Insurance and Realty in Forest City. Call 641-582-3554.
Holland Contracting in Forest City for earth moving, Varco Bruden metal buildings, farm drainage, directional drilling, demolition, tire shop, and more. Call the construction experts at 641-585-2231. Holland Contracting in Forest City, dedicated to making the region a better place, one project at a time. MBT Investment Center of Forest City, located at MBT. Whether it's completing your 401k loan, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future, see Matt Jennings or Troy Hall, the MBT Investment Center. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investment
them out on Highway 69 North in Forest City, or call ahead at 641-585-5000. That's 641-585-5000. Shooters in Forest City. Dining room and drive-through now open.
Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and also carry car batteries and windshield wipers. Located on Highway 69 just south of Forest City.
Take that
It's
SD
Custom
card out.
Paint and Collision, your body shop.
Hy-Vee is a proud supporter of Forest City High School athletics. The Hy-Vee Pharmacy is built for you. Have your prescriptions automatically filled ahead of time and ready when you are. You will receive a call when your order is ready. No more waiting for the pharmacy. Your prescription will be waiting for you. Hy-Vee Pharmacy is open Monday through Saturday in Forest City.
Now, once again, here's the voice of the Indians, Zarin Agasdaw.
Back to Forest City High School. It's the post-game show brought to you by our good friends at County Line Seeds. Make sure you go see them on the at the airport blacktop in Forest City. County Line Seeds, the sponsor of today's post-game show. Go visit them off the airport blacktop. Matt Keel, Chuck Rubish, Jake Young do a great job. Appreciate those guys sponsoring today's post-game show. Forest City falls to Spirit Lake 49-0.